Okay, it is April 29th, 9:10 a.m. in the morning. I am leaving my house and headed to my sister's house by foot. I am combining 4 trails to get there. The Massachusetts Mid-State Trail, the Wapack Trail, the Sunapee Monadnock Greenway, and the SRK Greenway. It's about 120 miles. It should be a good time, except it's freaking kind of cold and windy today, but looking to have a good time. Okay, I just did the 1 mile road walk to get me to the trail. It's a Leominster Town Trail. It goes right up that way. It connects to Leominster State Forest, which then connects to the Massachusetts Mid-State Trail. So, yeah, it is cold. It's like 40 degrees and 25 to 35 mile an hour winds with higher wind gusts today. So, yeah, it's gonna put me to the test. That'll be the challenge for today. All right, it's 10:10. That is Mount Wachusett over there. I'm on Mount Monadnock. It's about 1,200 feet. And I'll be headed up that way to the north in just a little bit. Beautiful spot here. Okay, I'm at a little outlet here with some power lines. And that is Mount Wachusett. I'll be there tomorrow. And way up there is Mount Monadnock. And then way behind that is Mount Sunapee at my sister's house. Ooh, windy. Okay, Mid-State Trail, here we come. All brand new trail. Yeah. All right, I just finished lunch. I had this rock, big rock blocking the wind with the sun hitting me. And it was so nice and warm. So I got everything dried out, all my sweat, and good lunch. And now off that way we go. All right, I'm in my hammock for the night. It's about 8 o'clock. Made it to Muddy Pond. Had a really good hike today, about 15 miles.
So it's going to be cold, below freezing tonight. I think I'll be all right tonight, but getting up in the morning is not going to be fun. So I'll be getting up quick and just moving, just going to try to get warmed up. And yeah, I'll be on the Wapack Trail tomorrow, which will be really, really fun. I'm really excited about it. All right. Good night. All right. So last night was, as advertised, it was a cold one, but I got through it, and I'm on the trail this morning. I packed up and just got moving. You can't do much. Fingers don't work right. It was below freezing. So yeah, I just hiked for about 45 minutes and got to this spot with the sun, and the sun feels really good. It's about 7:30 in the morning right now, and yeah, I'll be at Mount Wachusett later on, maybe by noontime, a little after. So that'll be good. Gonna be a good day.
Absolutely beautiful hike at a muddy pond this morning. Buds are coming. All right, it's 10 o'clock, day 2. Came out to this really pretty overlook. That is Mount Wachusett. I'll be there in a couple hours. And way up there, I can see the fire tower on top of Monadnock. So I'll be there in a day or two. I don't know. I'll be there when I get there. All right, I'm on Pratt Mountain on the Wapack Trail, and that is Mount Monadnock. Be there in a few days. All right, getting later in the afternoon. This is a really nice ridgeline walk. And you can actually see the buildings in Boston. Probably not on here though. All right, it's morning number 3. I slept down by a nice brook last night. Got off trail, went in the woods, perfect spot. But I was kind of cold, not very comfortable. As long as I didn't move at all, I was fine, but you can't get comfortable. So didn't sleep very well. Woke up kind of not in a good spot, but I'm on trail now. I'm going up to Temple Mountain. I'll be over on the Monadnock and then down into Peterborough later today. So hopefully it's going to be a good day. Sun's supposed to come out. It's supposed to start warming up. So let's get after it. I'm on Monadnock. And that right there is Mount Monadnock. I might be at the base of that tonight. We'll see how it goes. It's about 11 a.m. now. Great day. Mile road walk all done. Up to Monadnock. Here we go. All right, end of day 3. I started right in that gully over there in the Wapack, did that whole ridge, went up to the first bump, came back down, Monadnock to Peterborough, road walked all the way over to this pond, and then came right on up here. 23 miles. Okay, it's morning number 4. I'm on the north end of the ridge on the Wapack Trail on Monadnock, and I think right out there, that bump, that's Mount Kearsarge, and that's basically where I'm going. So there's a trail that goes all the way down all these mountains, and it comes out over to here somewhere. All right, morning number 4. Last night was a good night. I even had a little spot where I could have a fire, so I had a little campfire. Really nice spot. I got up early and I'm up on Monadnock now. I'm on my favorite trail, the Wapack Trail. Absolutely beautiful trail. That's Monadnock right there. I'll be there in a probably less than an hour. And then I'll be on the Monadnock Sunapee Greenway. I don't know where I'm staying. There's a shelter at like 9 miles and one at 21 miles. So knowing me, I'll end up at the one at 21 miles because there's nothing to do if you get to a shelter and it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Sit there and twiddle your thumbs. So it's gonna be a good day, beautiful sunshine. Looking forward to it. that's Mount Wachusett right over there. I left 10 miles east of there on Thursday, hiked to the base of the mountain, hiked all the way up to Wachusett, did the whole Wapack range, all the way up to Monadnock, right there, the first bump, came down into Peterborough, road walked all the way over to Birchoff Pond, came up Monadnock, and now I'm here. So it's been good so far. A couple more days. I'm just starting my descent off Monadnock, and I'm on the Monadnock Sunapee Greenway, and it's all up and through these mountains here. And I believe there's a bump way up there. I think that's Kearsarge, and right to the right of it I can see Mount Washington today. It's all snow covered. So yeah, looks like it's gonna be a beautiful day. Loving it. A little cold last night. 28 degrees. I am down off of Mount Monadnock, and I'm headed to the Monadnock Sunapee Greenway. 50 some odd miles that way. Okay, so a couple minutes into this Monadnock Sunapee Greenway, and I can already tell that it's not a super well-traveled trail because of how many leaves are on the trail and how thin the trail is, which is fine. It's just interesting. I thought the Wapack Trail would be like this, and it wasn't at all. So I guess you never know what you're gonna get till you get there. This trail is very Wizard of Ozzy so far. Quiet, beautiful. All right, so on the Greenway still this morning. First road walk, nice dirt road. So the Greenway is a combination of roads and trails, hence Greenway, not named trails. But it's supposed to be really nice, so looking to enjoy it. It's a beautiful day. I think I'll go outside for a while, and I'll smile and I'll smile. Oh yeah. Smile, smile, smile. All right, so I absolutely love this first section of the Monadnock Sunapee Greenway. I definitely feel like I am all by myself, and this definitely feels super like I'm in nature, like no disturbance of man. It's just beautiful and peaceful. All right, just walked by this kind of shelter shack type thing. The roof's no good. Otherwise, I'd stay there. But they gotta fix the roof because it's caving in. Third reservoir dam thing I passed today. These lakes are beautiful. All right, it's morning of day 5. Last night I stayed at the Crittenton Pond shelter. It was a nice spot, and I slept the best I have so far. So it was really nice to get a good solid 7 or 8 hours of sleep. It's cold this morning, it's cloudy. I've been on a road walk for about a couple miles. I'm just about to go back into the woods, which will be nice. Whoa. And I don't know where I'm gonna end up today,
but it's supposed to possibly rain for the next couple days, so new challenges ahead. All right, I'm on the trail this morning, headed up to a mountain called Pitcher Mountain. So moving right along. All right, it's still morning of day 5. I'm up on a place called Blueberry Hill, and it's pretty cool. It's almost like a bald, except it's got all these blueberry scrub bushes everywhere. So it's really cool. I like it. All right, it's 9:30, day 5. Yesterday at 8 a.m. I was way over there on Mount Monadnock. Crazy. And that right there, that bump is Pack Monadnock. So yeah, beautiful up here. Pitcher Mountain. I gotta come back here. This is nice. Sometimes I just get to cruising along, not paying attention, and I'll turn around and I'll look for the blazes. Make sure I'm going the right way. All the time, turning around. All right, 11 a.m., day 5. Pitcher Mountain right there. I was there a couple hours ago, I don't know. And then right out there is Mount Monadnock. So make an excellent time today. It's overcast, it's about 45, 50 degrees with light winds. So I'm on Jackson Hill. Beautiful spot. Having a great day. Okay, day 5. I have been walking for about an hour looking for a place for lunch. It starts raining. Can't find a place. I'm on this dirt road, nowhere to stop, and I come across this church. And they have a pavilion. So that worked out pretty dang good. Thank you, God. And having lunch here. It's the afternoon of day 5. About 3 o'clock. I've got about 5 miles to go to get to my shelter, and it's been raining. So I got this little system set up so I don't have to hold my umbrella. Never really used it. I'm trying it out. It doesn't seem too bad. So yeah, I was just told this is my last bit of road walk. So bye road. And then it'll be all trails for the rest of the Greenway. All right. All right, getting to be the end of day 5. I'm on Lavelle Mountain. And it is gorgeous. All covered in moss. It's just beautiful. I love this kind of mountain. All right, so it's the end of day 5. It's about 8:30 at night. I'm at the shelter. It's raining like crazy. And I am in my sleeping bag, all nice and warm. It was a pretty good day. I did 20-something miles to get here. And tomorrow I'm looking to get all the way to my sister's house. 25 plus miles, might even be 30 miles. But that's what I'm going to try to do. It's a lot of road walks, so I should be able to make good time. I just got to make sure I don't hurt myself. So, yeah, having a rainy night, but I'm nice and dry and toasty. So, been a good time. All right, it is morning 6. Stayed at the Max Israel shelter last night. Nice shelter, but it rained all night, and the wind kind of blew in the mist and the moisture onto me all night, and I did not sleep good, and I was pretty cold. And it was only 40 degrees, but I was cold. So as soon as it got light, I had to get up. Might have been the coldest I was on the whole of all the nights. But yep, packing up, getting headed on out. So hopefully we'll have a good day. Hopefully it'll dry up because it's pretty mucky and wet right now. All right, it is morning number 6. I just came from Max Israel shelter. Everything is super wet and muddy and mucky and slippery, so I'm just going slow. Looks like I'm probably not going to make it all the way to Becky, so she's probably going to have to come pick me up at some point later in the day, and then either tomorrow or the next day I'll have her drop me back off, and then I'll finish. But yeah, so I'm not gonna push it. I got a whole hiking season to go, and the last thing I need to do is to hurt myself, end up on my ass down some embankment somewhere and not be able to hike the rest of the year. So that's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna take the cautious route. I know what happens if I push it in this type of conditions. I will end up on my ass. So cloudy, murky, it's pretty peaceful. Birds are out. Hopefully we'll have a good hike here into Sunapee. Morning, day 6 still. It's about almost 9 a.m. and I have nothing. I have no energy. I am like just puttering along, going very slow. I think the lack of sleep has a lot to do with it, but this forest that I'm in is just super beautiful. So that's starting to help. Hopefully my energy level will pick up as I go, and maybe it'll dry out some, but very pretty forest. I just need to get the energy level up. Alright, been on trail for 3 hours, gone about 5 miles, taking a break at the Steve Galvin shelter, having my first cup of coffee of this whole trip. Nice warm drink when it's so cool and wet and damp. Feels good. So I'll be in Sunapee in 5 more miles, Sunapee Mountain, and then I'll be on the Sunapee Kersavage Ragged Greenway. And I'll have Becky and Kyle pick me up at some point on that later today, because not happening. 28 miles not happening. So, but it's been a really interesting morning. It's so foggy, but it's so different, and it is beautiful in its own way. But I'm not making good time, and I don't care.
I've kept my feet dry the whole trail, but it's super muddy today, and finally it happened. Came around here, stepped on that rock, and it gave way, and my foot went all the way down into there up to the ankle. So my left foot is now soaked. So almost made it the whole way with dry feet. Oh well, that's the way it goes.
right, I'm standing at the only sign I can find here. So this marks the end of the Monadnock Sunapee Greenway. So 48, 49 miles done, whole thing. So that's good. Now I'm on to this SRK Greenway right here. And I'm gonna take that quite a ways. And then I'll have a short hike from my sister's to where I get off of that. But that'll be probably Thursday when I finish. But yeah, so headed on to the SRK. All right, I'm off Sunapee on this SRK Greenway, and I got a little road walk here. I'm meeting my sister at Sunu's restaurant at 4 p.m. That's enough for me. About 14 miles today. Beautiful hike, but man, I was tired. Whew, 6 long days. Go, go, go. All right, it's Thursday morning. Back at Suno's restaurant here at the base of Mount Sunapee. Took the day off yesterday, and I am back here to finish this hike. I got about 18 miles today, I think. So gonna get on the SRK and get going here. Gonna be a good day. All right, been out here half an hour. I'm on some really nice trails. I only had a short half-mile road walk, and then I was right back in the woods. Really, really pretty land. So having a good hike. It's gonna be beautiful today, sunny, 65. Perfect day for hiking. Okay, let's try this again. I went that way. Wrong way. Need to go this way. Follow the little blazes. Not that hard, Dex. There they are. All right, it's getting to be around noontime on this nice road walk. And the good thing about this road walk is there's the asphalt. And here's good soft stuff to walk on. So it makes it a lot easier, which is nice. So, yep, did about 5 miles of trails, and now I got about 5 miles of road walk till I get to the trail again. So, moving on. The first smell of lawn clippings. Oh, I love that smell. All right, I'm at the end of the SRK Greenway for me. It goes that way. I've been on it for about 17 or 18 miles. And I am gonna go this way. I have about, I don't know, 5 or 6 miles to get to Becky's. 2.7 miles on this road, then about a half a mile of a bushwhack to a trail, and then that trail will go all the way to her house. So we are gonna be there in a few hours, it looks like. Going good, making really good time today. All right, I'm bushwhacking. Found this little game trail. I don't know if you can see it, but it's working. Yeah, so I'm doing this half-mile bushwhack to save me about 3 miles of road walking.
And I did it one other time to make sure I could do it, but I'm not in exactly the same spot. So I'm just kind of weaving my way through the thicket here. I should come off onto a trail here pretty quick, hopefully. Oh, look at this. Nice little stream with a waterfall. Alright. Glad I got water. Alright, bushwhack success. I am now on the snowshoeing and cross-country skiing trail system where my sister lives. So this trail will hook up to other trails that will go directly to her front door. And it's only like a mile and a half, 2 miles to get there. So I'm basically there. Just got to do this last bit of trail walk, and we'll call this trip an amazing success. Look at this nice little bridge here. Cool. Alright, so this trail that I'm on is incredibly beautiful. It follows this like canal and marshy area, and it's definitely used for hiking as well. It's very clear. There's footprints everywhere, so it's cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, and then lots of people hike it, which makes sense because it's just beautiful. John Glenn's. My sister lives right above there, so just about there. Okay, I'm right below my sister's house. Just got to go up the hill. This is the little area she has. There's 3 ponds down here with paths around all of them. It's really, really nice. But anyways, I made her a path to get down here. We're gonna call it Dex's path, and it goes right up to her house. So this is it, Dexter's path, and she lives right up at the end of it, which is, I don't know, not very far up, but this is it. We're going on up. At my sister's house, there she is. Dexter's path. We're here.
What the? Who is this strange mountain man doing in my backyard? Excuse me, this is private property. Who are you, mountain man? Who are you, mountain man? This is my brother. He just hiked here all the way from his doorstep in Massachusetts to my house.
What a day! What a day! What a day, what a day. Me and my pole. We made it.
Alright, quick recap on how this hike unfolded. I left my house in Leominster and I walked 1 mile on a road to get to a trail system in Leominster, which connected to the Leominster State Forest, which connected to the Massachusetts Mid-State Trail. I took that trail, I don't know, 20 plus miles, I'll figure it out. Got to the New Hampshire line, and then I took the Wapack Trail, right at that same spot, all the way up to Peterborough, New Hampshire. Got to Peterborough, New Hampshire, trail went right down into the center of town. Had to do a road walk for about 8 miles from Peterborough over to Mount Monadnock. Went up and over Mount Monadnock, and then that trail connected to the Monadnock Sunapee Greenway, which went from Monadnock all the way to Sunapee. I got to Sunapee, and then I took the SRK Greenway, the Sunapee Kersavage Ragged Greenway, around Lake Sunapee over to an intersection where I got off the Greenway, had to do a 2.7 mile road walk, and then I had to do like a half a mile bushwhack to some trails in her development, and then it was another 2 miles on the trails in her development, and the trails went right up to her door. The last little bit of trail was a little trail that I made up from the pond area up to her house, so that was pretty cool. And yeah, so that's kind of the logistics of it real quick, if anybody was curious. All right, bye. All right, so it is Friday morning. I'm on my sister's porch. I finished my hike yesterday at about 5 p.m. It took me 8 days to do about 120 miles. I still have to figure that out. And it was 7 full days of hiking and 1 day off. So it was excellent. It was better than I thought it was going to be. It was super challenging. So yeah, now I'm just going to hang out here for the day, do a little gardening and whatnot, help my sister out a little bit, and we'll be getting back to the real world soon enough. So it was a fun time. My door in Leominster, Massachusetts, to her door in Grantham, New Hampshire. So hope you all enjoyed the trip with me, and we'll maybe see you on the next one. Bye-bye.